you told me in the car, man. You got to start getting your word out.
God's been good to me. He really has. I was in a bad situation where I was really depressed, and I was tore down. I was probably in one of the darkest times of my life, and Nicole came and got me out of a binge. She brought me to church, and that Sunday I cried out. I cried out probably the hardest I ever in my life. I was so broken, and God did something to me that day. He touched me, and I ain't been the same. I haven't been the same since. I haven't. And ever since then, I've had this thirst for him. This thirst. And I seek him. And I found the more I seek him in my private place, the more people see it in my public place. And I'm thankful for the men he's put in my life, Dennis, and I'm very, very, very blessed. I don't even deserve it. I really don't. And he can do for everybody in here what he's done for me. He can. It's no favor of no person. He can. Yeah. So God bless y'all.
No, you ain't done. Tell them what you were struggling with. Tell them how you laid. Tell them. Let it go, man.
I was a drug addict, and I say was. I'm not anymore. But I had to take something to wake up in the morning. I had to take something during the day. I had to take something at night. I had to take something just to take something. And that controlled my life. That was my God. Even though I didn't see it at the time, nobody wants to say that the devil is their God, but we, like he said, we choose. There's only two spiritual fathers we can choose. We either choose the devil or we choose God, And I had severe, severe depression. I've been going to psychiatrists ever since I was like 6, 7 years old. And I've been on various types of medicine, and it never would line up right. It never, even if it was a short time where it'd do all right, it would finally fall off. It was a short-term fix. And I would use the drugs to try to even out the chemicals in my brain to try to be able to feel good. I remember telling Nicole on the way home from work after working a long day, I'd be like, Nicole, I just want to die. I don't want to live, But on that day, and the first Sunday of this year, man, I cried out to God, and he delivered me from that. I haven't been depressed. I might not wake up jumping for joy every single day, but there's a big difference between being content, being all right, and wanting to die. And ever since then, my life has been changed. It has. It's been changed, and, people, psychiatrists and stuff, to say that ain't possible. But with our God, it's possible. It is. It's possible. It really is. I haven't had a thirst for drugs. God took that desire away from me. He did. He took it away from me. Just coming to my mind, I just want to share. I told Gil about it a while back, but when I was in jail, I read this book, and it really stuck with me. And I kind of apply it to my life now. When it's about this guy who went to prison, and there was this old guy out on the rec yard, and he walked up to him and was talking to him, and he was just like, prison is like a pot of boiling water. He said you can choose to be a carrot, and when it goes in the boiling water, it turns to mush. He said these are the people who don't control their life. They let other people control their lives. They let other people run it. They let other people run over them. He said that you can be an egg and let it harden. I was the egg for a long time. I became institutionalized in my mind. I was just hard and bitter, the whole time, Or you could be a coffee bean and you could change that pot of water. You can, and you could change everywhere around you, you know. And through that, you'll meet other coffee beans. You know, now I hang out with coffee beans. You know what I mean? Thank y'all.
So get ready to get into our worship. Psychiatrist told you it couldn't happen. No medicine. Psychiatrist told him it's impossible. 2 men laid in their rooms wanting to commit suicide. One about killed his wife. One laid in his house, and his mama found him OD'd multiple times. Mama walked in to see his son dead.